My name is Clint Lancaster. I'm a detective, originally from Lancashire, England. I'm going to tell you about my investigation into my own mother's death. There are a lot of suspicious circumstances surrounding my old family farmhouse. It's something, somewhere, I'll never venture again. I want you to hear the story in full detail, so you can be wary. You may find this hard to believe, but it's true. All of it. I arrived at Lancaster Farm late one night, and walked up the driveway into my old front yard. Home at last. Easy does it, Clint. You've seen worse things than your own home on the job. Although the worst things didn't involve your own mother's suicide. A grim thought. Chin up. It'll be all right. Wait. Who's left the lights on? And why is the door wide open? If I was as sloppy as the coppers in these parts, I'd be out of a job. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to something called Azurael's Circle. Yes, I'm probably butchering that pronunciation, but I do so with everything. But never mind. Where to begin? What's the envelope on the table? So this is supposed to be a sort of RPG Maker style, but not quite the same as traditional RPG Maker, horror, mystery, adventure thing. People seem to be thinking of it quite highly, so I thought we would have a poke around. And this is chapter 1. I believe there are 5 chapters, but this was the only one that was free, so it's the only one I'm playing because I'm not... Never mind. This envelope isn't sealed anymore. I wonder if it was the investigation team when they came to look at the house. Dear Clint, I'm sure that when you learn of my death, you'll show up here. I'm sorry for chasing you away after your father passed. I know it was hard on you too, and you most certainly didn't deserve to be treated in such a way. I'm not in my right mind anymore. I fear I may take my own life to put an end to the heresy that I have committed. In my last moment of clarity, know that your mother is sorry, and that her demon is now yours. It will creep out from beneath. It will find you. With love from beyond, yes. The sort of love, the sort of unique connection that only a mother and son have, which causes them to trade inner demons. Oh, the joys. It will creep out from beneath? What is that supposed to mean? She really went off the deep end in her final days. Oh yeah, maybe she's just a bit crazy. What's this? A dead plant? It's an old umbrella. It doesn't appear to have been used lately. Oh, initially, I thought it was like a statue of a woman. I thought like the dark bit at the top was hair, and it was like a dress. But never mind. I'm clearly being an idiot. As ever. So let's see what else we have around here. There's a note hidden here. It looks like something my mother may have wrote. I miss my dear Edwin so dreadfully. I hope that he's resting peacefully in heaven. He always referred to 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 3 to 4. He always said that verse gave him security. Is that supposed to be a hint? Because I'm not entirely convinced I can look that up. But never mind. Is the television? Why won't it turn on? The power is still active. Do I have an inventory of some kind? Yes, items. Okay, so it seems like I have some inventory, but I didn't take the notes with me, so perhaps it's not quite as important. Maybe it's just a reference. It's a photo of me as a boy. I didn't enjoy posing for photographs much, but it made my parents happy. I'm much the same, but at least I had the excuse of an absolutely horrific haircut and an only marginally better one now. It looks like an old apple on the table. The oven doesn't seem to be working. Maybe it needed surfacing. Anything in the fridge? I wouldn't trust eating anything in the fridge at this stage. I mean, I would, but then, you know. I'd eat almost anything. This knife may be of use later. Okay, that isn't dark or anything. This tea is cold. I'll leave it alone for now. At least the water still seems to be running as normal, so it certainly seems like things were really stopped very suddenly. Everything seems... It doesn't seem as if, you know, she put her affairs in order before things all ended. Oh, it's just you, Mr. Stuthigan. I haven't laid eyes on you in quite some time, and I still wish I didn't have to. You gave me the most hellish of nightmares. Yes, that's something of a trope, isn't it? Scarecrows and nightmares. The cellar is shut, and the lock seems to be rusted. I'll need to smash the door in. Oh, okay. That's a little bit more extreme than I was going to go for, but okay, if it makes you happy. If it makes you happy, I will find us some sort of massive sledgehammer and we'll bust into the cellar and figure out what sort of horrible BDSM dungeon my mother was keeping down there. It's a little stiff. Okay, I mean, I was going to comment on what was inside it, but you didn't give me the opportunity to. If it weren't for the moonlight, I don't really think I'd be able to see the front door at all. Who's this, my father? It's a portrait of John Lancaster, my great-grandfather. It used to scare me half to death as a child. Mum always loved these ornamental plates. If I remember correctly, they were a wedding present. Yeah, some people do seem to be very into those, aren't they? I mean, call me a utilitarian, but what's the point of a plate if you're not going to eat off it? Smokey? Where are you hiding? Naughty pussycat. Where's the pussycat? The door here is locked. I should find the key. Oh, gosh. Is this a light? I wonder who's leaving all the lights on. Oh, the lights are on. I hadn't noticed. Good thing I've got my fluorescent glowing jacket to help me. So there's a key somewhere that I need to find. This is making me feel somewhat hungry. We always used to eat our special Sunday dinner here. So there's a key somewhere. I have to find it. Oh, okay. I've taken my old father's walking stick. Not quite sure why that's going to come in handy, but it may do. So what items have I got so far? I've got the knife and I've got the walking stick. I can't use either the knife or the walking stick in order to bust my way into the cellar, can I? I imagine I'm going to need something a little bit more heavy duty than that, but let me try. It could probably cut through rough fabrics. Sturdy could work as a basic crowbar. No, okay, you don't seem to be too enthused about the concept of using the, Oh, there's a shed! Doesn't seem enthused about the concept of using the stick as a crowbar to get the door open. There's a hole in this bucket, and the rust is eaten through the bottom. What on earth is this? Oh, it's a wheelbarrow! Of course, it's a wheelbarrow lying up against the wall. I thought it was a massive, like, skull of a deer or something. Oh, a key, here we are. What's this doing all the way out here? Well, indeed. What's this massive pile of spaghetti doing here? A thick pile of hay, not easy to shift with my hands in the dark. Are you trying to tell me that I need a pitchfork of some kind? Something that I can move the hay with, and then I'm going to find something of use inside. Let me just check. Oh, there's something here. Ridiculous. This should have been kept in the shed. Okay, is that a pitchfork? It is a pitchfork, yes. So potentially I can use this on here. I know I picked up this pitchfork for a good reason. I'm sorry, what is that? An axe head. I'm almost certain we use this shaft as a support for something. I can't seem to remember what for. I'll keep this for now. Can I put the pitchfork back on the wall? Okay, I can't. So perhaps I need to find the thing that the axe, the handle of the axe was being used for, to prop something up. Maybe the television, or then presumably if I have the handle of the axe and the axe head, I could make a whole weapon, and I could possibly use that to break into the cellar. I don't know. Was this not the key? Is the key to something else? Key to the master bedroom? Yes. Why isn't this opening the door then? Do I need to, like, click on something? No, because I mean I didn't need to click on anything to use the pitchfork, did I? Okay. So if that key doesn't open that, then what does it open? There we go, a little force usually does the job. A key? This looks like the one that unlocks the door at the top of the stairs. Okay. I interacted with this cupboard the first time and he didn't make any particular interest in it, but then walking up to it for a second time he's interested in bashing the thing open. Did that use one of my items? No, I still have the axe head and the knife. Odd. Alright then. Well, it doesn't matter, we've made more progress anyway. This plant hasn't been fed or watered in some time. The phone line seems to be dead. Well, either they forgot to pay their bills, or somebody cut it. which I would have expected in the case of a murder, but not in a suicide. Dad used to keep the spare shotgun ammo in here. What was the combination? I need 3 sets of 2 digits to turn it correctly. 3 sets of 2 digits. Okay, well, I'll look out for them. But, I heard this clue about the house. Mum always likes to try and make a few notes about this sort of thing. I should check anything that she's written for the combination. What, like the Bible passage you mentioned? Okay, well, this isn't all the numbers, but it references 15, 3 to 4. Oh, I was 01 in it. I didn't realise that. So 01, 15, 3, 4 perhaps. Potentially. 01, 1, 5, 3, 4. Aha. There's a key to my old room, but no shotgun ammunition. But I like things to do with shotguns. It's kind of my thing. The field stretches out for quite some distance, so it seems we have 4 rooms here. I reckon this is probably going to be mine. I used to spin this globe and point my finger at a completely random spot. I told myself I'd travel there eventually. I've still only travelled within the United Kingdom. It's nice to have... Well, I was going to say something homegrown, but there's no reason to believe this was made in Britain. It's completely jammed shut. I need to find something to pry it open with. Dad's walking stick could make for a good crowbar, I think. There we go. Muddlestorp. I know people make jokes about British people using funny sounding words, particularly in naming things and places, but Muddlestorp goes even beyond Harry Potter levels of ridiculous names. It's been a while since I've seen you. I wonder if Muddlestorp still has... Sorry buddy, I'm going to cut you up. Oh my giddy aunt, my old lighter. My folks never knew I hid this in here if I ever wanted a sly cigarette. Looks like it's empty. Right, okay. For starters, if you're going to name a children's toy, you don't call it Muddlestorp. You give it a very simple one-syllable name so it's easy for them to say because children aren't very articulate. Secondly, why would you need to cut up this what I presume is a soft toy in order to get at the lighter? Because surely if you're going to be using it on a semi-regular basis, you're going to want easy access to it. Not having to cut it up and re-sew it, because your mother's going to wonder why there's a great big cut seam along part of it. But never mind, I'm not going to try and understand the contraband hiding logic of small children with complicated names. But never mind. So did that use up my... Yes, I've now got the lighter case, and it's used up my old crowbar. What else have we got? Always well stocked for toilet roll. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it, given the last year or so. And if there's anything useful still in here. It's always smart to carry an antiseptic. I mean, is it? Because I've been knocking around for nigh on 2 decades, and I don't think I've ever carried an antiseptic, and I'm fine! Oh, look, it's cool. Oh, where was I? Oh, yes. Like every kid, I have many good bath time memories, mainly running away when it was time for a bath. Really, I find a bath extremely peaceful and relaxing, but never mind, I don't claim to be normal. And it's always good to have a spare towel. What are you planning for? Treatment alcohol? Alcohol used for treating wounds is also highly flammable. Is that what the antiseptic and the towel went together to make? I'm very confused. Maybe this is all something to do with being a grizzled detective? I thought you said the phone lines were cut. That's also really loud. Hello? Odd. There's nobody there. There's also nothing the phone is attached to if your analysis is correct, Mr. Engineer. But never mind, what does it matter? Let's keep looking around. This wasn't always here, was it? Oh, a mouse hole. Did Mother break this part of the wall? It looks slightly like it was bashed in. Maybe there's something inside. There most definitely is. Is this for the attic door? Okay. It is. Got a bedside lamp. Oh, right, sorry. There really shouldn't have been a comma there, but never mind. Being a moron. As ever. This is my dad's old journal. I knew he kept this in his final days, but I've never had the chance to read it. 18th of May, 1972. I cursed this sickness for taking hold of me so quickly. The doctor paid me a visit and said there's nothing that I can do. I didn't survive the trenches, only to get sick, home, and die. I pray that my end is quick and my suffering will be minimal. 21st of May. My legs are so weak that I've gotten used to using a walking stick to help me around. A stick, can you believe it? Just a month ago I was chasing foxes away from the wheat. It's been hard on Clint. I'd also like to state that Clint is not the sort of name that British children were being given in like the 1960s, but never mind. I'm trying to be strong for him. I'm not trying to put my spaces in the right places in my sentences, but never mind, I'm a dying old man, so I suppose we'll be forgiven, the old grammar Nazis. As much as I want him to follow after me on the farm, he's got the brains to make it in London. 25th of May. First my legs, now my arms. I'm not even 50 years old yet, and I'm completely incapacitated. No, that would have made him born in 1920. He could have fought in the Second World War. Right, sorry, I was trying to debunk his old fought in the trenches things, because so many people say that when it's not true. I'm almost completely incapacitated. Helen has to be almost everything for me while Clint tends to the farm. She's so used to being a housewife that it must be hard for her to do all the manual labour. I love her for doing her best. I picked a good one. 26th of May. This will be my final entry. I may last another couple of days, but I won't be able to write if I get any worse. I am scared of not knowing for sure where I'm going to die. It's very all sad, isn't it? Very sad indeed. Tried to live a good life and kept out of trouble, but sometimes I fell short. I hope I am shown mercy and forgiveness. I hope that my family look after each other. I'm sure you'll read this at some point, so I'll write it all down for you to read in times of weakness. I love you, and I love Clint. And Helen. And I screwed that up. But hey, it wouldn't be one of my videos without a verbal stumble, would it? Honestly, you'd think my tongue was strapped to the roof of my mouth. I love you too, Dad, and I pray you're resting in peace. Well, that's all very sad. A few articles of clothing nearly folded inside these drawers. Very sad indeed. Is this where he died? My parents' bed. Nobody's sleeping here now. Well done, you really are a Class A detective. Giddy on, you could challenge Holmes with that level of logic, my friend. Hello? What are you? I never liked this mannequin. Wait, why is it in this pose? I thought its arms were broken. Okay, thank you for raising a question and not answering it. Okay, what have we got on this desk? Lighter fuel. It seems pointless with a candle here. Matches would have made a lot more sense. At the very least, I could refill that old lighter of mine. Okay. Thunder? Or the mannequin? No, the mannequin seems to be fine. And everything else seems to be fine. Okay, but mysterious. It's in Mother's handwriting. June 1st, 1975. It's been 3 years to the day since Edwin passed, and my heart still weeps. It's also approaching 3 years since I spoke to Clint. My guilt ebbs and flows with the days about what I said to him. But it's less and less as of late. When he finds out that I am going to speak to his father, he'll miss out. 2nd of June. I still can't believe it. My Edwin spoke to me. He told me how much he misses me and how horrible it is on the other side, but I must find a way to bring him back. But there needs to be a vessel of some kind. Preferably alive, but another form will do temporarily. Okay. So, I mean, my brain is ticking away trying to figure out the twist ending of this before we get there, particularly since we're only going to be able to play Chapter 1, which means I'm probably not going to be able to see all of the ending. But, she's trying to bring back her husband and needs a living specimen. She could have potentially used herself, but then she wouldn't have anybody to share. I mean, she would be gone. Her husband would then be on this side of Earth, and then she would be in the afterlife, which, you know, wouldn't really solve the problem. But maybe she knew that if she killed herself, that would give her husband a dead body, which would act as a temporary substitute to bring him into the world. And then that would lure me back, and potentially Edwin could then use my body to bring the wife back. Potentially. I mean, that would have been interesting, because then they would have had the opposite sex's bodies. But hey-ho, I'm not gonna talk about pensioners' kinky mischiefs. I'm just gonna get on with playing the game, because that's kind of my thing. Where was I? 4th of June. He went inside me, probably not for the first time. I blacked out, barely remember any of this. Something's wrong. He said, I am a hostile environment and putting up too much resistance. June 5th. I'm struggling to write. He went inside me again, and when he left me, he must have returned downstairs. I have to seal it. This is not my Edwin. Oh, okay, so I was completely and utterly wrong. Actually, she wasn't communicating with her husband, she was communicating with a horrifying demon that was trying to trick her into things. What hellish things have you been doing? Sounds like it was in the basement. No, you don't seem to have moved at all. You seem to be perfectly normal. Bunch of old canvases. I remember when I tried to paint and it didn't go well. It's under here. This is just an old piano. I remember moving it up here. It was a nightmare trying to fit it through the trapdoor. Oh, are we upstairs? That would probably explain what this is then. Oh, I see. Okay, so what was that mysterious noise I heard? Welcome home. Oh, thank you. I've never felt quite so welcomed and joyed. Hello, old chum. What in the world? I don't like this one bit. You didn't seem to like it before, my Gideon. I'm starting to agree with you now. Oh. Hello. Who are you, and what are you doing here? Oh dear. Excuse me, officer. I thought everybody was away by now. I saw the police cars leave earlier, but I noticed the lights were still on. Figured somebody must have left them on. I see. I'm an officer, but not for this case. My name is Clint Lancaster, and this is my old home. I moved away to London for work many years ago due to recent events. My apologies, my apologies. I'm Stephen Birch. I completely misread the middle letter of your name for a moment, but never mind. I am a neighbour. I'm not familiar with Stephen Birch. Did you know my father? Oh, no, I only moved to these parts a year or so ago. Your accent, are you from up north? I'm not going to start doing a northern accent, nor a Scottish accent for that matter, because I'm really bad at both. Nice to meet you, Stephen. I'm sorry, but if you'll excuse me. Not at all, not at all. It was nice to meet you. I keep misreading Clint's name as well. It's like, I don't know if you've seen it, there's this picture that does the rounds on the internet occasionally of like a birthday cake, and it's got the words, it's got the name Clint in it, but some of the letters are slightly too close together. Yeah. All I can do is feel sorry for whoever's birthday party that was. I'm sorry we didn't meet under more pleasant circumstances. Stop by for a cuppa at some point when you get back to London. I'll see myself out. I thought that was going to be the disembodied spirit of my father for a moment then, but sadly, nothing so exciting. What's with the dead bird? Did the cat bring this in here? In my experience, cats don't leave things on tables. They leave things under tables and under televisions and under everything else. I still haven't gotten into the basement. I still haven't found anything I need to smash this in with. What's that? What's that? Is this a shaft for the old axe? Oh, we used it to secure the scarecrow after he broke in a storm. But where is he? I'll see if I can secure the owl axe head. There we go. It's far from sturdy, but it should be good enough for a few swings. That's all anybody ever needs, really. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Right, let's bash it in. Yay! We did it. Alright. Okie dokie. Into the deep, dark cellar. I'm gonna guess we're gonna find some sort of demonic ritual side in here. A torn piece from the Bible. Who would tear this out? Psalms 51. Have mercy on me, according to your unfailing love, according to your great compassion. Bolt out my transgressions, wash away all iniquity, and cleanse me from sin. Oh my Gideon, this doesn't seem like it's all going to go very well, does it? This door didn't used to be here. Looks like Mum must have had it installed. They burned the rope off. It's tied too well to pull apart. How can I remove this? I'll pour on some of this alcohol into the rope and then need something to ignite it. Thankfully I've got my trusty lighter. Oh, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? What is this? What have you been doing, you naughty mother? Poor little beast, what is it? Is it the cat? I have a bad feeling it's the cat. Yes, he of the name of the game. Oh no, you're going to summon the demon by accident, aren't you? Step into the... How about no? That voice, where's it coming from? Who are you? How about no? Release me. Let me into your world. You're not being very convincing. Most demons I've met are usually quite convincing with their whole, offers and threats and such like. I'll do no such thing. You haven't even introduced yourself. I'll destroy this instead. I'm sorry. What? What happened to destroying the special circle? And what's with the scarecrow? What evil has possessed you? Unhand me, you strawy brute. Where is it? I don't even know what's going on. Lucky for me, my friend. Straw is flammable. Did I survive? If you're still listening, then thank you for the attention. Oh, I completely forgot this was somebody else telling me a story. You should see Azurael's circle in a book. Destroy it. Should you hear somebody discuss it, stay well away from it. But you're discussing it. Should you see it on a wall or floor, run anywhere the circle has been drawn. It is somewhere you do not want to be. If you joined in late, please stay tuned, because this broadcast will loop. I'm sorry. What? Okay, that was a bit weird. That didn't make a whole heap of sense, but that's fascinating. It was a nice build-up. I would like to know more. I would like to see some more chapters of this, but nothing. Upon checking the Steam page, turns out the other chapters are actually very, very cheap. So we've got chapters 2, 3, and 4 to play as well. The Steam page says it's a 5-part series, but I can't find a part 5 anywhere, and part 4 was released quite a while ago, and I can't see any mention of anything being continued, so presumably there are only 4 parts, but we shall find out. Planning to do part 2 as the second half of this video, and then we'll do chapters 3 and 4 as the rest of another video. So, let's get back into this game. I think all 4 chapters revolve around different people and different situations, but they all sort of come together in a combined narrative around about the end. So, oh, I apologise also for being half asleep during the first episode. I recorded really late in the day, which is a really dumb idea. My name is Don Edison. I'm a private investigator from Chicago in the good old USA. I recently took a job for a man called Birch. Stephen Birch, my neighbour. There were a number of teens that went missing, and the police were too busy to look into it. At least, that's what they claimed. Birch said that he was doing it out of the goodness of his heart, but I don't believe that for a second. Mustachioed old man? Interested in teenagers? Bit of a worry. He probably had something to do with the whole thing, but that's not my problem. Well, then he's an idiot, isn't he? Oh, I'm going to kidnap some children. Better hire a private investigator to solve the mystery. Talk about being a cretin. I was paid to find out what happened to them and report back, and that's all I plan to do. Nothing more, nothing less. Funny how these things work out, isn't it? I tracked the last whereabouts of the teens to an old apartment complex that was seemingly abandoned. I arrived on the street, and this must be the place. I'm glad that all of the characters have such magnificent jackets. That makes me very happy. The guy I spoke to wasn't wrong. This really is a complete dump. No one could still live there, could they? Live. Funny. We'll see if those teens are still alive. Got everything? Gun? Check. Ammo? Check. One would be pretty useless without the other. I can't, well, I mean, I guess you could use the gun as like a cudgel, but, anyway. Or a threatening weapon. I don't know. Yeah, I'm dribbling on about rubbish that doesn't matter. I can see myself running into too much trouble. I can't talk my way out of. I'll stock up again on the way home. I suppose I'll start in the lobby. So are we in Chicago then? Because that wouldn't make a lot of sense, because Birch said he lived in Scotland, and then he lived in Lancashire, which is nowhere near Chicago. I'm not a geographist, but I'm pretty sure that's how things work. Can I get some service in this place? Crying out loud. What's wrong with you people? No respect for customer service. I haven't got any clue. Oh, it's that gemstone that I can't pronounce the name of. It seems as though I can break it in two and reassemble it. How oddly specific. Can I have a look at that? The eyes, fashioned in the shape of eyes, the front and the back can be separated to make a pair. Oh, okay, that sounds kind of cool. I don't like the look of this place. Seems to be a regular old bucket and a regular old mop. I can't see what good it'll do. Really? You see this dirty place and you don't think a mop would come in handy? Anyway, looks like an old fruit on the table. I don't recognise it. It must be an import from one of these eastern countries. Okay, I mean, even back in 1986, we knew what most of the fruit in the world looked like, but never mind. 22nd of August, 1986. I don't know why I'm still hired to maintain this awful building. It needs to be completely renovated, and I can only do so much without a team to help. If I wasn't being paid so well, I'd have long since quit. I think it's because of the addicts upstairs. I'm fairly sure he's connected to one of the owners. August 27th. Another day, another full bag of that sculptor's chipped stone to remove. What sort of place is this to be a sculpture in? What an idiot. I'm forever cleaning up after that Derek. I assume that name was Derek and not some sort of insult from Chicago that I'm not familiar with. August 29th. That does it. I'm quitting at the end of September. I stepped on a used needle yesterday and I had to get checked over by my doctor. Oh, gosh. I mean, stepping on plugs is bad. Stepping on Lego is worse. Stepping on a used needle. Oh, gosh. I really hope you're wearing some thick boots, my friend. Sounds like the janitor is mopping up more than just spills. If I turn on the tap, the water drains. Very slowly. What else do we have? Oh, a crowbar. I don't want to get sued for damages, but I'll avoid using this to bust open locked doors. What's this little thing on the floor? There's a little thing here. Oh, goodness. There's a little thing here, but I can't seem to interact with it. A can of green paint and a can of yellow paint. Oh, those are the paint cans. Oh, I want to know what that little thing is. It looks like a little action figure or something. Looks interesting. Looks different. Any keys I can pilfer? Oh no, this is a mailbox. They're all open and empty, but 401 is still locked. Okay, so presumably there's something in there that will come in handy at a later date. A washroom. Why does this one have a special symbol on it? Who locks a washing machine? I haven't a baldies, but we'll find out. Must be some sort of clue around. No, I'm trying 10,000 different numbers. Ah, very, very, very good point. Anything else of any interest? I presume these are all just perfectly standard. Not really in time to do my laundry. Yes, couldn't agree more. Anything in the basket? Not carrying this basket around. You're not really very cooperative, are you? Given the fact that I clearly know what I'm doing. You know, I'm a genius. I have no idea what's going on. But so we've got rooms 101 and 102 here. Okay, let's start in 101, I suppose. The door isn't locked, but somebody has managed to jam it. I'm pretty sure this crowbar will do the trick. Let's see what's inside. Yes, I'm an investigator, which means I'm allowed to break into people's property. Oh, gosh. This room is the hive of degeneracy. I mean, I look at that and I think that's a dagger, but I'm going to guess it's something worse. Drug money? I don't think so. Why don't I have some of that? I mean, you know, if I'm going to break in and steal things, why don't I, that is definitely a key on the floor. Right there in front of me on the carpet. That is definitely a key. I don't know why I can't have that. But never mind. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a spoon. It hurts. 1,000 needles in your arm will probably have that effect. Well, yes. To be honest with you, that is probably the case. Oh, charming. I should probably actually stick around and check this out. Died in a pool of his own vomit. Smells awful. 27th of September. The lights dance on the ceiling if I stare at them for too long, and the sunlight burns when it shines through the window. I get so cold unless I'm in my happy place. September 29th. I keep seeing my father walking in and out of the building. What's he doing here? Does he want me to come home? Or has he come to laugh at me? October 2nd. The shadow children are here to claim my soul. I know that's why they're here. Little children as black as the night, with those red eyes that glow in the darkness. October 3rd. I see them again. Is it because I took that gem from the artist's room? I got rid of it. I locked it in one of the washing machines downstairs. I used today's date as the combination. Oh, okay. So, that gem from the artist's room, is that not the gem we found in the bin? Or wherever it was? So that's what, 0310, I presume. Don't the Americans put the month first? I don't know, we'll try various different combinations. Maybe the Shadow Children will be too busy trying to break into that to leave me alone. October 4th. They're back! They're back again! And I can't make them go away! They must have been... It must have been the gem. It must have been my inability to get an English sentence out. They've come here to punish me for it, because frankly it's unbelievably annoying. The walls and floors changed them to flesh, and there was blood all over the floor. I need to take another hit. Maybe if I do, they'll finally go away. I'm getting the distinct impression that they're being caused purely and wholeheartedly by the hit. But never mind. I can tell the difference between what's real and what's not. Oh gosh. Is there anything here I dare put my hands on or not? Yeah, I can guess what that is all about. Is this a wallet? Oh no, that's the book, isn't it? Sorry, I thought that was a wallet. I was going to pilfer some money. Oh, giddy on! I didn't mean to do it again. Right, that's better. Anything in the bathroom? Darren. I don't want to know about that. I want to know about what's on the wall, my friend, not what's in the wazoo. Is that one of the guys in the other room, or somebody else entirely? Very, very good question, but honestly, does any of it matter? I'm surprised the thing isn't more stained. Well, I don't wish to stereotype, but I'm pretty sure if you're at the end of a very, very, very bad drug addiction, I don't think your highest priority is going to be having a bath. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm stereotyping. Right, let's go into... not into here. Let's remember where under the sun the washroom was, and let's go in here. So, 031? No, okay. Let me try 1003. Aha! The Americans do put the month in front. Is this a ruby? It seems as though I can break it into two and reassemble it. Oh, just like the purple one. Okay. Didn't the diary say something about the gem coming from an artist's room? I don't know if this is an artist. This is more of a musician. Various musical compositions seem to have written and then discarded. Typical sink. Not worth my time. Alright, then only to be rude. An emerald? Okay, it seems like I'm collecting various different gemstones. Presumably they will come into a puzzle later. The keys on this side don't work at all. What about this side? It seems to me that 5 keys in particular have been highlighted. Which should I press? I'll come back to this later. Yes, definitely when I figure out what under the sun the puzzle might be. So none of these have anything written on them, do they? No, they're all the same thing. Okay, so there must be a clue somewhere. Oh, hi, mate. His ID says Andrew Batch. There must be some explanation for all of this. A little closet. Nothing of interest inside the table. These people aren't really very good at keeping sort of nefariousnesses kept inside their rooms, are they? They have very plain rooms, which is a bit sad. My compositions are a mess these days. My latest piece went down horribly in Old Mont's Jazz Bar, so I think it won't be too long before I lose another job. The only thing keeping me going is the increasingly depraved acts. Something a bit weird is going on with this bloke, but never mind, I guess that's musicians for you or something. In case my girl ever finds this place, I've hidden my chains inside my old piano when they're not in use. I've got it set to open after pressing a specific key order. Start on second, go up to 3, down to 1. No, hang on a second. Start on second. So start on second, go up 3. So up 3. Then down 1. Then down 3. Okay. Repeat the oh, giddy aunt. Repeat the previous key. Repeat key. Up 2. Up 2. Down 3. I could have used arrows for these ups and downs, and that would have been a lot faster than writing things down in fully functioning words, but never mind. I had to pay that equally unsuccessful artist to help me set this up. Why didn't he become an engineer? He's better at this. This building seems to attract the worst individuals, and I cannot wait to get back in the swing of things again. A rigged piano? This girl just needs to read this book he left and know what he gets up to. I don't know, maybe she can't read. Maybe she's illiterate. I wouldn't know. This is perfectly uneventful, and for that I am grateful. So, keys in 5 order. So we start with the second key. Something clicked. The first key worked. Okay. Then if we go up 3, what, up to the 5th one? Something clicked. The second key worked. So we're at 5 currently, and we need to go down 1. So down to number 4. Yes. So now we need to go down 3, so 1, 2, 3. Yes. And then we need to repeat that key. Oh goodness, I did it wrong. Sorry. Start with the second key. Go up by 3. So 2, 5, 4. Then 1. Then 1 again. Then up 2, so up to 3. And then up to 5. And then down 3. 1, 2, 3. Seems like the lid is now unlocked. Who really wrong? There's a chain inside. Not exactly conventional. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not how pianos work. Not that. That's not what I want to do. A chain? A linked chain about 4 feet long. Why did he want to hide this? Why did he want to hide this from his girlfriend? Sorry, OBS was having a tizzy fit. Yeah, why did he want to hide this from his girlfriend? What's suspicious about owning a chain? But, okay. I don't know, maybe that was one of their wedding vows. Thou shalt not covet another man's chain. I don't know. I can't see well in here. Really? Because I can see plenty. And it's awful. I don't know if you could see that, because these recordings tend to come out a bit darker, but there were bad things in that room. Go away, I'm safe if I stay in here. I'll only hurt you if you give me a reason to, otherwise we'll both be just fine. That wasn't very assuring, Mr. whoever you are. You're trying my patience, kid. Just leave me alone, I'm not coming out and you're not coming in. Story of my life, but it's not the point, let's get on with it. Look, I'll be straight with you about why I'm here. My name is Don Edison, but you can call me Don. I'm a private investigator looking into the disappearance of 5 teenagers, and the police aren't doing anything, so I was hired by a benefactor. What's your name? Your name? Marcus. What can you tell me about the teens who went missing? You found one of them. I thought I'd found 3 of them so far, but never mind. But you'll not find all 5. Why do you say that? Robbie's dead. Stabbed himself right in the face. Right in the face, man. Not even kidding. Sorry to hear that, kid. Must have been pretty horrible to see. Let me in. We can talk. I don't know. How can I convince him? Keep talking of firearms. You can talk to me, or you can talk to the end of my 45 pistol. But never mind. I've not seen much activity in this building, if that makes you feel any better. Seems pretty quiet now. Fine, I'll let you in. You'll have to grab the key for yourself. What are you talking about? I panicked and threw it out the window when you knocked on the door. Oh, gosh. At least by the time you're seeing this, I can probably be fair in saying that teenagers can be a bit stupid. Oh, gosh. Why would you throw it out the window? How does that help anybody or anything? This must be the key. Good thing I didn't land behind this fence. Apartment 202, that's the one. Can't get in here, secured by a tough chain. Brings it back to the question of why the chain is suspicious, but never mind. Also, you've got a gun. Couldn't you just shoot the chain off? Video games have taught me anything. It's the problem. Locks can be unlocked by shooting them. Hello? It smells awful in here. I've been trapped in here for days, man. The toilet doesn't work. Blocked. Why didn't you try to leave? You could have ran out or jumped out of the window if you couldn't leave by the door. Isn't that big of a drop? You don't know what's out there. If it finds me, I'm toast. Okay, I didn't think that was a very popular phrase with the teenagers in Chicago in 1986, but what do I know? Tell me everything, from start to finish. Don't turn me into the cops. I'm armed, you're not. You don't have any direct bargaining power. I'm also not very good at rapport, but never mind. Get on with it. Stop talking like that and just tell me the story. It all started when Andrew was given this crazy old book. It has some sort of magic ritual to summon a demon called Azurael. Azurael? Interesting. Yeah. The book said that he lives in hell. Really? Now there was me thinking that all the demons go around living in, quickly think of a place that's not going to offend people, Northern Greenland. I don't think anybody lives there, so I can't possibly offend anybody by saying that. But never mind, I completely screwed that joke up, so let's just get on with the story. He can possess people. I mean, I think it did. It was in some sort of bizarre language, and I didn't know how to translate it. Andrew showed me the book, and thought it would be cool if we tried it out. Yeah, you know, cool to summon a demon that possesses people and rips people's throats out and lays curses upon people, summoning creatures out of hell. That's fun, isn't it? It's not monstrously dangerous and incredibly incompetent. Just to mess with our friends, you know. Meant to be a prank. It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. I know a demon's been invading your soul, but it's just a prank, bro. Screw you. Where was I? Oh yeah, that's right, getting really annoyed at various different groups of people on Earth. It was just me, Robbie, Linda, Andrew, and Gregory, I think. So that's a very odd way of spelling it. Why here? We knew this place was mostly abandoned. We didn't want anyone showing up. We went to the top floor because there were a couple of people living downstairs. How do you think it looks if we're doing some sort of stupid satanic ritual, even if it is just a prank? If it is just a prank, then there's nothing to worry about, is there? Because people will see that it's just a prank and not blame you, except that it's obviously not just a prank, and it's clearly a horrible, horrible, dangerous thing to do. But never mind. Exactly. So, We did the ritual, and something weird started happening to Robbie. He was screaming like crazy. He grabbed a knife from his pocket and started jamming it into his face. He kept yelling for something to get out of his head. When Robbie did that, a deep voice came from the circle and told us he was here to stay. We knew immediately that we'd messed up real hard. We bolted for it, got separated, and I held myself up here. Where are the others? I never saw them leave, and I was the first one down the stairs. I've been keeping an eye on the window. I don't know how Linda is taking it. She's fragile at the best of times. Smart idea, bringing a fragile girl to a demonic ritual. Really fantastic idea. Linda and Robbie are twins. I don't know what could be going through her head. This is a real mess. You're going to keep looking around? No, I think I'm going to take a sun bath. Never freaking mind. I don't know what's wrong with me today. It's just my wit's there. It's just not quite there. It's like just that far off. Like I get into it and then it suddenly falls away at the end. Never mind. Wouldn't be one of my videos if it wasn't horribly unprofessional and unfunny, would it? I am. I'll let myself in and out of here. I'll keep it locked so you're safe and pick you up when I'm ready to leave. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to invade your home and steal all your stuff. What's this? A bottle of bleach. I'm surprised I didn't drink it. Oh gosh. A couple of plates and an unopened can of baked beans. I couldn't open it. What was I supposed to do? Stab it with the key. How many tins of beans have you tried to open without a tin opener? Don, because you can't open them with keys. Must have been bored silly. This TV set is broken. Must have. Oh gosh! Please tell me that's not what I think it is. It's a torch. Good. I thought it was something else that usually resides on beds and is vaguely long and cylindrical. The punk next door must have worn out the batteries while he was hiding here. It's just an old closet. Nothing of interest. It's a piece of paper though. October 2nd, 1986. I can't believe we did it. How could I have been so stupid? Why mess with demonology? I didn't believe it would work. We should have left it alone. October 3rd. I can't sleep. I can't even focus to write much down. I keep hearing clawing noises at my door and seeing strange shadows underneath. How do I get out of here? And how far away in the blink of an eye? I don't even have the courage to leave this room. Dare I jump from the window? October 4th. There's only so much canned food can take, and there's only so much left. It may last me a week or so. I may last a week or so after that. Is anybody coming for me? October 5th. This pen is running out of ink. Great. If anybody finds these and there's a body nearby, it's probably mine. My name is Marcus Livingston, and I cannot believe it. What a way to go. I'll get you out of here. I've dealt with murderers, rapists, and child molesters. This paranormality is nothing compared to the punks out there in reality. Well, I mean, there is a certain degree of truth in that about the monsters of reality. No, I'm not going to go and investigate the toilet. What do you take me for? He's already described it. We don't need any more details. Most of the monsters in reality seem to be significantly worse than the monsters in fiction. But okay, I think to get in that other room downstairs, the 201 room, we're going to need some batteries to put in the torch. The door is locked. Okie dokie, so we're going to need a key for that. I don't know how many floors this building has. Oh, gosh. Right, where do I begin? This reminds me of East Coast Nightmares. This reminds me of Guardian Angel. This reminds me of my cat, and frankly, this reminds me of me. Looks like a ventriloquist dummy. Yeah, one part of that word is certainly true, and it's not the one that's vaguely tricky to say. Looks like a can of green paint and some yellow paint. Yeah, like we had before. A sad clown. I wouldn't have had him at my kid's birthday party. If you invite a clown to your children's birthday party, you're asking for them to be turned into psychopaths. And I'm sorry if that's a controversial opinion, but it's simply a fact. They're creepy. Looks like a blank canvas. Probably the same kind used to fill the walls. You have anything else of any importance? Some purple paint. Oh boy, yeah, the excitement of purple paint. A weird kid with no pupils. No, I'm not going to make some terrible joke about punning the word pupils with students there. Better than that. No, I'm not. I came within millimeters of saying it, but no. I guess those are little paintbrushes. Could double for blood quite easily. I think you're trying to tell me something. Not particularly of no. I'm more interested in the paintings than the paint, to be honest. Is it meant to be a skull? This guy must have been a failed artist. I don't know. I think some of it's quite good. Just smile, though your heart is breaking. Smile even though it's aching. Yada yada youpty. Probably the newest thing in here. It's not saying much. I'm not interested in the toilet paper. I'm more interested in the words. Oh, sapphire. Okay, I've got another gemstone, or another book. My masterwork is complete. 4 identical lines that require 4 different eyes. I've rigged them so inserting the correct eyes in the line will release an energy source. I've temporarily used batteries, but I'll replace them with a better energy source to keep my metaphor going. I'm guessing that's what the gemstones are going for, and they like break in half so they can be the 2 eyes of the lion. I guess that with enough trial and error, anybody could guess the order, but where's the time? The correct order is the lake, the grass, the lavender flower, and then the fire. I'll keep this as a reference for myself in case. So I'm guessing the lake is blue, the sapphire. The grass is green, which is the emerald. Sorry, just remembering a stupid analogy. I'll tell you it in a moment. The lavender is purple. That would probably be the first one I got. And then the fire is red or orange, which must be the ruby. I forget it while I'm away on my trip. Using the stone lines to store batteries with a variety of gems to release the batteries. What jerk comes up with this sort of thing? A game developer, my friend. A game developer. So I'm guessing it's a left to right system. Have you changed? What happened to his mouth and eyes? Very good question. It's a statue of a lion. Looks like it has holes where its eyes should be. Should I insert this? Is that right? Yes. I mean, have you worked it out on your own? Should I insert the emerald eyes? Yes. Okay, I thought I needed to work this out, but never mind. Apparently not. No, it's just when I said, like, the grass is green. For some reason, when I said the grass is green, it reminded me of the phrase, the grass is always greener, on, like, the other side of the fence. Or, like, the other man's grass is always greener. And for some reason, it reminded me of that weird thing Stephen Fry said in that episode of QI, where he said another version of that phrase, that the other man's arse is always cleaner. Which always confuses me. But that's a story for another day. Let's not even go there at the moment, because that's the last thing on earth I want to be talking about. The mouth has opened. A pair of batteries. And they're the right measure for this torch. See if I can use this to see in the dark areas. Okie dokie. So that should now allow me to... Goodness, those lines look creepy. That should allow me into the room in here. I can go in here now that I have some light. Oh gosh, I don't like the look of this. I don't like the look of that either. Hello? Oga, emit, gnoll, adai, liu, ew, e-cab, no, k-cab, e-mock, su, stlu, stay away, shoot it or let it be. I haven't saved, so this is going to go really badly if I choose the wrong option. I'm no pacifist, but oh gosh. No, they seem harmless enough. They just haven't quite managed to grasp the concept of language yet, which is something I can fully empathise with. So these are the little demon children they were talking about before? There's, I see something there. Stay? Stay? I don't think so, I've only got so much ammo. Very fair point. Very fair point. I've only got 6 bullets, so we do have to be careful about these sorts of things. A vent? There's a glint of metal reflecting from the torchlight, but I can't fit my arm through the grating. Okay, so I need something to sort of hook it out with. Filthy and disgusting. I can't see anything in the mirror. It's completely toxic. I'd sooner sit in the bed of smashed glass. Why do you have so many comments about various different bathroom appliances, my friend? Okay, so I think I need some sort of, a grasping stick. Some sort of stick for poking things with. Didn't find the key, though. That might be the key, though, that goes to... Is it this door? Yeah. This one's locked. What have we got upstairs? There might be some more stuff in here. This door is also locked. Well, fiddlesticks. This door is also locked. Well, fiddlesticks. Oh, goodness. This is also the top floor, which is presumably where we're going to end up. So I'm in a little bit of a pickle. But, give me a moment. I shall wander around and we shall see what else we can find. What? I don't think anyone would miss a single hook. This hook is just about... can just about wedge into the end of a chain. I might be able to use this to grab something from a distance. Oh! I vandalised a coat rack. Okay, that's something to do with your afternoon, I suppose. Is this the demon room? Yes, this is the demon room. Okie dokie. So I've got the hook now, which I combined with the chain in order to make myself a little skewering didgeridoo-dah. Glint of metal reflecting with the torchlight. Can't fit my arm through, but the hooked chain fits nice. Let's see if I can get the metal object. Got it. Looks like the key to apartment 301. Let's get out of here before they decide that larceny is a crime punishable by death. Or something worse. Okay, right, so we've got the key to room 301. Let's just have a look in here and see what we've got. Well, this looks perfectly pleasant. I noticed that painting from why aren't you interested in interacting with things anymore? Sorry. That we had that painting in, what was his name? Clint's house. Yeah. Everything seems perfectly normal in here. Oh, hello. Robbie, dead, stab, face. This must be Lydia. Mother, father, forgive us. Have you even noticed I'm here? Yes, I've noticed. I need to find something to calm her down, even if it's just temporarily. What, like a smack? Oh, I look as good as ever. Stop it. Leave it alone. Why am I still interacting with all of this stuff? Honestly, what's wrong with me? I don't know, maybe like a glass of water, or like a wet towel? I don't know. I mean, this is the past. Couldn't we use like some smelling salts? That usually brings people out of hysterics in old books and things, doesn't it? I don't know. Let me go back to Marcus's room and see. Maybe I can tell him I found one of his friends. I'm just going to wait here, safe in this room. Oh, okay. Then you don't care to find out the fact that I've could feed her bleach. That might help. No, maybe not. Yeah, I suppose I don't want to tell him that Lydia's safe. But never mind. Give us a minute. I'll work this out. Some sort of relaxant may come in handy. Right, get the odds. Is that a shower wig? Oh, lovely, juicy-licious. Wasn't like this before. Yeah, I think I would have noticed that. I mean, I'm stupid. I'm not that stupid. Right, what it transpires you were supposed to do, I had to look this up, is that you are supposed to realise that in the room that's absolutely littered with drugs and pills, there is one very specific drug and pill amongst the deluge of rubbish on the floor. There's one pill you're supposed to click on, and that's the pill that you need to calm her down. This is the wrong room. But never mind all of that. Let's just shove these pills down this woman's face and be done with them. So. Happy now? Who are you? I'm investigating, and I'm investigating what your friends were doing with that ritual. Oh dear, I'm in lots of trouble. If you're still alive, my brother's dead. What will my parents think? I know stuff right now, and I'm very sorry for your loss. Is there anything you know that could help my investigation? I have the key to the room. What room? The room where it all started. Please, go see. Apartment 402. I'll be back soon. We're not done yet. I really feel like I might have asked for a clue about what's in there, because there could be anything in there. There could literally be a demon in there. But never mind. Right, let's go into 402 and see what else we can find. Oh good, another one of these rooms. Where's the door? Am I losing my mind? How do I get out of here? If I walk through that far door, then surely I'd fall to my death. This job is more trouble than it's worth. So, yeah, there's a door there. But that door, I reckon, as he says, will surely lead out to just oh, funny game. Funny game. Right, doesn't seem like I've got an awful lot of choice. Hello, little friend. One of you freaks again. Yeah, I don't even claim to understand what you're babbling on about. Presumably this doesn't help either. No, but little friend is gone. Okay, interesting. Going through that door lets him appear. But then... oh, okay. Now going through the right has changed things slightly. Is this like a maze? I have absolutely no idea. Okay, so I'm guessing when there's no door behind me, that's a bad thing. Yeah, like this is good, because there's a door behind me now, and he's appeared. So one of these doors must be the correct one to go through, and I think is this one. Because now I'm appearing at the right. So the question is now where do I go? I'm going to guess down. No, okay, fine. Give me a moment, I'll work this out as well. west, and south, then east, then north again. Oh, finally, for crying out loud. How many doors was that? That's 9 doors. You had to go through 9 doors, guessing which one it was each time, which means the probability of you getting it all right in one go, and there's literally no reason to talk about this, but I'm doing it anyway because it's maths, which is something I actually freaking understand. Giddy on, 9 doors, each with 4 options. That means the chances of you getting it right completely by accident is 0.00038%. That was meaningless, but never mind. Let's edit that out and get on with it. Oh gosh. Right, never mind any of that. We have somehow managed to work through the infinitesimal terminal of death. And we've got here. This must be Robbie. He really did stab himself in the face with a knife. That about sums up the job, doesn't it? Kid being killed by demons, little kids covered in shadows, haunting the place. Not my average day at the office, but at least warned there would be something going on. Yes. That's definitely the name that Birch told me when he explained the job. These stupid kids really must have messed up big time, but I didn't seem to summon him this time, like whatever the other bloke did, Clint. He seemed to accidentally summon him by mentioning his name, so Is that it? All I'm supposed to do is see the body and then leave? Oh, hello, what do you want? Brilliant, I haven't got a clue what you're on about. Still no idea. Go away. You're going to bring a translation dictionary or not? Like, seriously, kids. Right. Let's go and see if we can cheer up Linda with the news that her brother is still dead. Saw your brother's body, it's horrible and I'm sorry. Andrew's dead as well. There was a man here, he killed them. I don't know who. Gregory is next. I locked them up. Nice and safe. Nice and safe. She seems semi-conscious. Must be a side effect of the pills. What's this in her hand? Another key? My giddy arm. Why don't we just loot this woman's pockets, for goodness sake? Probably find the key to the Fort Knox at this rate. Let's go and find Gregory, apartment 401. Okay, this is proving to be a lot longer than the first episode, which is going to completely screw up my plan of doing 2 in a video. But never mind, we will muddle through one way or the other. Right, let's see what we've got in here. Hello? You have no face. Oh, you were just facing away from me. Don't sneak up on someone like that. I wasn't making much of an effort to be quiet. I mean, what would you rather? I ran in, guns blazing, firing off my guns? Sorry, panicked. You, Gregory? Need help? Yes. Who are you? How much trouble are we in? A lot, but that's not what I'm here for. I am an investigator trying to find out what's going on here. Why? That is irrelevant to our conversation. I'm not the police, I'm not going to arrest anybody. Have you been locked in here this whole time? Yep. She locked me in and kept yelling at me. Who, Linda? Yes. She said something about a man in here. Do you remember anybody else in the building? She did. There was some other kid who showed up here. I don't know what he was up to, but I think he might have been on drugs. Drugs? In this place? Unbelievable! We ended up fighting and he jumped out of a window. Jumped? Are you sure? Fine, fine. I pushed him. Are you happy now? Not really. I was arguing with this man and he just threw himself out of a window and accidentally stabbed himself 15 times and accidentally buried his body 10 miles away. Accidentally. Not really. The job was being a bigger pain than I thought it would be. So you killed somebody. I was trapped in here and it was him or me. What was I supposed to do? I'd have killed him too. Don't worry. I'm not here to condemn you. It's time to get out of here. Normally I'd keep questioning you here, but this building? Never mind. Are you coming? We can take more away from this place. No, we can't go now. I'm not leaving without destroying my notes. What are you, a mad scientist from the 1930s? I dropped them out of the window in the alley during the fight. What's wrong with you kids and throwing things out of windows? Kids, yeah, I mean, you're right, actually. The notes, the kid, the key as well. Guessing you're too scared to go down and get them. You've seen nothing until you've seen one of your friends stab him in the face by yelling at the top of his lungs. Besides, my leg is injured. I fell during the ordeal and it's been sore since. Oh no. No, bring it up here and we'll destroy both the notes and the circle next door together. Don't you trust me? Why should I? I only met you moments ago. Fair point. Be ready to leave when I get back. I'm not going without you. We'll destroy the evidence, we'll pick up Linda and Marcus, and then we'll leave. Wait! Take these. Bolt cutters? Why do you have these? I found them. Well, let's look into the cupboards. I can see the alley door is locked. These might help. Thanks, mate. Is there anything else in here that I should be at all concerned about? Or any items that I should get? Doesn't seem like it. That makes a lovely change. Nothing down here in the corner, is there? No, nothing at all. This seems to be far and away the cleanest apartment in the entire building. Right, let's use the bolt cutters on here. I'm getting too old for this. Oh, stop with the stereotypes. Lovely! What language are these notes written in? I've never seen this before. I'll ask Gregory to explain himself before he goes here. Are these the notes that explained how to conduct the ritual? Is that why they want to destroy them? Time to head upstairs and wrap things up. Hello! Are you alright? So this is the guy that Gregory killed. Looks like he hit his head on the way down. Must have spun around a bit to crack his head on the bottom of the window. I'm curious. Who was he? His what has a driving license in it? His name is... Gregory Peterson. Dun dun dun! If I was professional, I would have actually put the dun 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 sound effect in there. But guess what? I'm not. This isn't good. Who did I speak to upstairs? Why is there an imposter here? Is there something to do with the monster, whose name I'm not going to try and pronounce because I've already mispronounced it about 4 times so far? Oh, hello! A little bird. Hello, little bird. Crow. Haven't got time for this. Really should have saved. I mean, I know grizzled detectives are weird, but come on, people. There's no reason to just shoot an innocent animal just because it looks a bit creepy. Come on, people. Right. I don't know if shooting that bird helped or hindered the situation. Gregory, I've got your notes. That's great. However, I've still got a job to do. I need to hear what happened when Kyle stabbed himself. Kyle started screaming and yelling about there being a demon inside him. After that, he took out his knife and sort of stabbed himself in the face. He kept screaming and screaming. It was horrifying. Marcus said you'd all been friends for years. A long time, yes. Funny that, the kid who stabbed himself. You'd think you'd remember his name. Was Robbie. Of course. Sorry, my head is fuzzy. Your head is hairy, mate. I found Gregory's body in the dumpster. Do you know he carries his ID on him? Did you think I wouldn't check? Were you not watching out of the window as I rummaged my hands through the garbage? I don't just do that for a hobby, you know. I mean, I do, but I also do it because it's useful in my investigations from time to time. Tell me everything, and maybe I'll let you walk out of here alive. My name is Darren. Azurael promised to give me a new name, more fitting for a true believer. You don't really need to summon a demon to get your name changed. You can literally just, like, get a certificate from Deedpoll. But never mind. What are you talking about? I live in this building. I heard those kids messing about in here and went to take a look. They were performing some sort of ritual. It was bizarre. It was unnatural. As opposed to all those perfectly natural and non-bizarre rituals that we use to, I don't know, summon cakes or fill in paperwork. But I couldn't watch from a distance, and then the kid Robbie started screaming and acting like a lunatic. He dropped to the ground. Something changed in me. I felt a force coming over me, and a voice started speaking to me from within my own head. The demon. He promised me power and fortune if I could help him. He wanted me to kill the rest of the teens, so I began my hunt, until that woman locked me in here with one of them. And you with your busted leg couldn't break the door down. Have you tried? They're the sturdiest things in the whole place. Now there's the big question. Where do we go from here, Mr. Demon? You get out of the way. Let me finish my task. I don't think so. You'll do it, or you'll suffer the wrath. Do it or else. No sudden moves, punk. I'm armed and you'll be a dead one. If you move within an inch. Yes, we get it. Oh no. Oh gosh. I don't think I did very well. I think Azurael has switched bodies. Nothing new in these parts, is it? I thought you were dead. What happened? Besides all the supernatural stuff, there was a guy upstairs pretending to be Gregory. The real Gregory fell to his death after the imposter pushed him out a window. No way. Poor Gregory. He was a good man. Where's Linda? I left her in the corridor by the stairs. We need to get out of here. I'll drive you both home, and then you're on your own. Okay, thanks. I thought I was going to die in this room. Don't mention it. Not convinced. Really not convinced that Azurael has been left upstairs. Oh gosh, I don't understand a word you're saying. Leave me alone. Who are you yelling at? Nobody. Shut up. She's heavy. I need a break. Oh, stop being silly. Get on with life. So that's what happened. Crazy, right? Not sure if anyone will believe it, but I've got it all written down. I reported back to Birch and left a lot of stuff out about the Shadow Children. Something about them. It's like they were speaking directly to me, but only for me to hear. Maybe they say something differently to each person. I don't know. I'm getting into wild theories now. Birch knows more than he's letting on. These Scotsmen live in a place that's plentiful of ghosts, don't they? Is it? I can't think of many. In fact, I can't think of any Scottish ghosts. There's quite a lot of ghosts in England, but I can't think of any Scottish ones. But never mind. Only the deep south takes that kind of stuff around here. I'll just go on with my life, nothing else to do. I'm invented now, and that's that. And that is chapter 2, and I get the distinct impression that there are multiple endings, and I probably didn't get one of the good ones. But, yeah, because we didn't really use that room with the children much. And there was the option to shoot all of the children, or some of the children anyway, and you could shoot the bird. Seems like there's different options here, but each chapter is a separate game, so I don't think they're going to link up with each other. In like, you know, the actions of one game impacts the actions of another game, or the outcome of another game rather. But that was chapter 2. This has, I don't know how long this has been, and I apologise if this has been horribly disbalanced, but this has been chapters 1 and 2 of Azurael's Circle, or however the sun you're supposed to pronounce that. Very soon we will get on and do chapters 3 and 4. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. These are quite promising, they're quite interesting, and they do tell an interesting story. And they're, as of yet anyway, chapters 1 and 2 have been very different, which is nice. So I look forward to seeing the wrapping up of the mystery at the end. But that's the end of chapter 2. Look forward to chapter 3. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.